Phase 2 doesn't fail dramatically, it fails quietly. Hello, and welcome back to the Morningwood Chronicles. My name is Gerard, I'm 60 years old, and today is day 49 of a 180-day experiment to see if artificial intelligence can guide me back towards metabolic health. Specifically, can it help me get my blood chemistry back into normal range? Can it help persuade my doctor to reduce or eliminate medication I've been taking for 6 years to deal with diabetes and high blood pressure? And perhaps, can it even help me to regain my morning vitality, if you know what I mean? Let's talk about it. Over the last few days, I've talked about and shared my experience with phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 is behind me, and I have 7 weeks of experience with it that I can share. Phase 2 is brand new, and so I'm learning as we go along. I'm not able to provide the same insight of my past experience like with phase 1. But I have shared here on these videos that I do every day from the forests of Washington State my apprehension and my anxieties about phase 2, which is the time when I can start kind of pushing the boundaries and reintroducing foods that I hadn't eaten during phase 1. And so I'm a bit nervous about it because my brain is telling me that this could be leading me back to where I came from, and I really don't want to go back there. I want to keep my body healthy and able to metabolize the food that I eat in a healthy way, which I feel it's doing now after the metabolic reset of phase 1. And so because this experiment is guided by artificial intelligence, and the steps that I've taken have been formulated for me, customized for me by ChatGPT. Of course, I've had back and forths with ChatGPT to understand the red flags that I need to be careful for and look out for during phase 2. And so I want to share with you a little bit about these red flags, and these are the things that will alert me to whether I'm staying on track or veering off the track. And veering off the track, the really scary thing for me is that it can happen slowly, And so these red flags are there to try and protect me as my mind catches up with what my body is the way my body is working now. So one red flag that I'm looking out for is if I stop walking after meals. Currently, here now at the beginning of phase 2, I walk after every meal. I walk or I move. I move my muscles, and usually it's a walk, but it can also be raking leaves or anything like that that moves my major muscle groups for 10 minutes minimum, just because I really enjoy it. So I'll often go 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, or do a hill. It's becoming an ingrained habit. Anyway, If several meals go by where I don't move after the meal, that's a red flag. And so far, I haven't had that red flag pop up. Another red flag would be if electronic devices begin to make their way back into my bed. And so far, that hasn't happened either. Of course, I'm only maybe a week or two into phase 2. But so far, it's almost hard for me to imagine today going back to how my life was 2 months ago with phones and laptops in bed. I mean, my sleep is improving day by day currently. And so that would be a red flag if I started using my electronic devices in bed, especially in the hour or two leading up to sleep or the hour after waking up. Another red flag would be if I find myself beginning to graze, like a cow in the kitchen, kind of idly eating while standing, mindlessly over-consuming. I think those are really the three big red flags that would alert me to some deviation that I should pay attention to in phase 2. And so far, those red flags haven't popped up, but I am conscious of them, and I don't want to say vigilant, but maybe I am vigilant about it. I'm paying close attention because that slow sort of drifting back towards old habits, creeping back to old habits. This is the thing about phase 2 that makes me anxious. So we will see together what happens, because day 49 marks 7 weeks since I started doing these daily videos, and I've committed to going for my next blood chemistry, my next labs, right around day 60, and I'll reveal them here. We'll find out together whether artificial intelligence has been guiding me in the right direction or down a rabbit hole. So I thank you for tuning in today, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for another edition of the Morningwood Chronicles.